Can we just go one day without talking about Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Rodgers being in the news? Good God. New crazy rumor that Rodgers might be boycotting the Super Bowl if the Packers make it. I'm going to break down everything going on with this story, as well as all the other damn stories about Aaron Rodgers, give you my 2 cents on the whole situation. But if you could first, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these daily videos. It really, really helps the channel out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. On our way to 100 subs. It's awesome. All right, so Boomer Esiason, former Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, CBS Sports analyst, pretty trusted, reliable source here, says he has a source that Rodgers will threaten to boycott the Super Bowl if the NFL does not change its COVID protocols. Of course, Aaron Rodgers. This isn't even the first story about Aaron Rodgers this week, but I don't know if I can buy this story now. Boomer Esiason went on a WFAN radio show and said he had a text from a source who claims Rodgers is going to boycott the Super Bowl. Of course, if the Packers make it, big hill for them to climb first, as we've seen the past few seasons. If the NFL doesn't eliminate some of the COVID protocols. In particular, he doesn't like that the teams are asymptomatic players are forced to be tested. It doesn't matter. Rodgers gets tested every day. He's unvaccinated. I know vaccinated players who are asymptomatic don't get tested. So he's really annoyed with this. After his positive diagnosis in November, though, his daily testing window reopens 2 days after the NFC Championship game if the Packers are still alive. So he's in a threat there. He could test. We know Omicron's going around like crazy. Who knows what it's going to look like in February? But he don't want to miss the Super Bowl. He's going to threaten to boycott it. Of course he would. When asked if Boomer Esiason would trust this source, he said he would. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, the Packers have a large road to climb. They've lost 2 straight NFC Championship games, lost at home last year. They are the 1 seed, so the road to the Super Bowl goes through Lambeau. Someone's going to have to beat them in Lambeau. And they also have the Kirk Cousins curse. Nobody who's lost to Kirk Cousins ever made it to the Super Bowl. Packers lost to Kirk Cousins this year, so yeah, that's that. But that's not even the first story about Rodgers this week. It's always something with this guy. I think he likes it. He's a damn prima donna. He likes stirring the pot a little bit, getting some stories on. Let's look at this for the story. First story this week. A lot of clapback. A Chicago beat writer, NFL MVP voter, one of 50 MVP voters, called Aaron Rodgers a jerk, the biggest jerk in the league and a bad guy. Said you can't be a dick, basically, and be the league's MVP. And Rodgers clapped back at him, of course. It was pretty good clapback. I'll have to give Rodgers that. There's some good clapback. Nobody's ever going to question Rodgers' sharp guy. Rodgers ain't stupid, but he's really kind of a needy SOB. But yeah, he said he couldn't vote for him because he's a dick, whatever. He had the all offseason being a piece of shit about is he going to play, is he not going to play, all this stuff with Rodgers. But Rodgers said, I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum. He doesn't know me. I don't know who he is. Nobody knew who he was probably until yesterday. I mean, and I listened to the comments, but to say he has his mind made up in the summertime, in the offseason, that I have zero chance of winning in the MVP, in my opinion, should exclude him for future votes. Hilarious. Hilarious. And then this stirred some controversy because Rodgers said it was about vaccines and stuff like that. Rodgers did have a great line. Is it the MVP? Is it the most valuable vaccinated player? But of course, he said it wasn't about vaccinated players. It caused a big stir. Rodgers just likes the attention, I think. Honestly, Rodgers is not even my MVP. He's had a worse year than he did last year. They're the 1 seed, no change. They've won one more game, but they played one more game. So Joe Burrows would be my MVP, honestly. Burrows having a great season. Took the Bengals, coming off an ACL injury, big injury, second year, took the Bengals to the AFC North champs, first time since 2015. So, I mean, he's doing it with a less talented team. I mean, he's got better skilled players, maybe. I don't know, Devontae Adams pretty good. Jamar Chase pretty damn good also. But yeah, we don't know if Zach Taylor can coach. We know Matt LaFleur can coach. So I'd give it to Joe Burrows, much better story. And to say we don't take stories and outside stuff into consideration is hilarious. Of course we do. We always do with the MVP. It's not a strictly numbers award. It never is in any sport. You could talk about the writers, blah, blah, blah. They should lose their votes. I mean, this is not as bad as the baseball writers in the MLB Hall of Fame. It's just, it is what it is. But again, Rodgers, why are you always in the news? I don't hear this many stories about other quarterbacks. How many stories about Joe Burrow have you heard? Or Pat Mahomes? Or Justin Herbert? Or Tom Brady for that matter? Not nearly as many as Aaron Rodgers. Of course, he mulled retirement again he talked about retirement all offseason. He mulled it again on the Pat McAfee Show. Honestly, he shouldn't be on the Pat McAfee Show every week, even though people love it. He's on every week, and he's always saying wild and outrageous stuff. He's like, he may just dip out like Barry Sanders did. Barry Sanders just kind of said, I'm done. And he was like, That's it, I'm out. So we may not even know about Rodgers, what he's going to do or anything like that. Did it this week, did it all off season. Of course, during the season, he tested positive for COVID. Didn't let anybody know he was unvaccinated. He said, I'm immunized. Hilarious. Manipulated the words. They missed their biggest game of the season against the Chiefs. Wasn't available. They lost that game. Woke up the sleeping giant that is the Kansas City Chiefs. So, yeah, thanks a lot for that one, Aaron. I'm sure the Chiefs fans love it. The rest of the league is very upset about that because the Chiefs woke up after that game, won 8 in a row, lost this week to the Bengals. Hard to win in the Bengals, like I said. They're having a great season. Good for them. So, you can't win them all. But, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, unavailable. Always talking. Then he's got his toe going on. After that, people were talking, he got COVID toe. He's got the broken toe. He's showing his toe on TV. Look at this guy. I mean, do we want to see, look at Rodgers. We don't need to see a broken toe. I mean, that's just, I don't care. I actually like that. I'm lying right there. But it's always something with Rodgers. He needs to be the center of attention. He needs to stir up controversy. He's a drama queen. He's a brilliant guy. But God damn it, just be a normal person, Aaron, for the love of God. I want a normal story. Can I go a week without having an Aaron Rodgers story? Now, they're off this week. After this weekend, he's going to start against Detroit. Doesn't matter. They have a bye. So maybe we won't hear about the Packers for a week. Please, God, I don't need to hear about the Packers anymore. They're going to probably lose in the NFC Championship game at home again because that's what the Packers do. So yeah, I don't think he's going to skip out on the Super Bowl. If he skips out on the Super Bowl, good on him. You know what? If he backs it up and this is true and he believes about the COVID policy and they won't change it and he balks on the Super Bowl, good on you, Aaron. You know what? I'll applaud you for being a man of your principle. But for now, you're just a drama queen. All talk, no walk. And yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Again, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily videos. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.